This video is about the StaticGrassKing 12-volt DC input to 15 kV DC output anion generator. Topics that I cover in this video are the important things that you should know about this generator. You then get a detailed look at the generator. You can watch the grass respond to a 12-volt DC power supply, and then you can also watch it respond when supplied by a 9-volt battery. And then finally, we'll give you an overview of an incredibly inexpensive static grass applicator that you can make with this. What you should know about this static field generator. This is the most powerful anion generator available. It's been specially designed for static grass applicators. The 15 kilovolt DC output field gives you the ultimate pulling power to make grass and flock stand fast and tall. You power it from any 4 to 12 volt DC power supply, wall wart, power pack, layout power bus, and the likes. Even if you power it from a 9-volt battery, it still makes a much more effective static grass applicator than many commercial products, and definitely is much better than a fly swatter. You can make an incredibly inexpensive 15 kV DC powerful static grass applicator in FlockBox, and I show you later in this video. It comes with a booklet containing clear instructions on how to make a static grass applicator. It includes how to make special dispensers and how to use them. You get free technical support. At any time you need help, contact us so we can work with you to make just what you want. As far as safety goes, it has strong insulated wires that eliminate feedback and loss of field strength, as well as providing protection against shock from that 15 kV DC field. It comes also with European Union certificate showing compliance with European Union safety norms. This is a powerful negative ion generator that generates a 15 kilovolt DC static field. It was especially designed for static grass applicators and FlockBoxes. Of course, it can be used for anything else that needs a static field, but I will focus on static grass applicators and FlockBoxes. In this video, I'm going to show you why this anion generator is one of our best sellers, with thousands of satisfied customers using it. This unit exists because every static grass applicator that I had and those at our club just did not give me good results. They were too weak. So I had a powerful anion generator made for me and built my own static grass applicator. I will show you how it's used and how it pulls the grass straight up later in the video. Let's go first through some specifications. You can use an input voltage on this thing of anywhere between 4 volts DC to 12 volts DC. And you can do that with a typical wall wart, any kind, or even a battery. The output voltage varies with the input voltage. With a 12 volt DC input, the output is a nominal 12 to 15 kilovolt DC. Note that this is not a transformer. It's a static field generator. The output current of your supply is not important. The unit acts somewhat like a capacitor. It develops a charge and stops drawing current unless you spark it and it has to recharge. In real life, many of our customers use the 9-volt battery and they are very, very happy with the performance. There are 4 leads. There's a black lead, which carries the charge. There's a green lead, which is the ground wire, and then red and black that attach to the power supply. The body itself, first in centimeters and then in inches, is 6 by 3 by 4 centimeters. It has screw tabs to allow you to screw it down or use hot glue, your choice. In inches, it's 2.35 by 1.18 by 1.57. The base is larger, is the rim, 8 by 4.5 by 3 centimeters or 3.14 by 1.7 by 1.18 inches. It weighs 109 grams or 3.84 ounces. The wire lengths are 30 centimeters or 11.81 inches. I cut them back. They're just too long, but that's okay. You may have a use for a longer wire. Now let's go on and look at some of the benefits of this particular generator. First, I am going to show you how this pulls. This is a flop box that I made up simply as a pizza pan turned over with the grounding wire attached. Onto this I have put some 8mm static grass, and I am going to put a special tool I use, nothing but an alligator clip stuck to a dowel with baking paper over the screen. Notice how that pulls. Now I'm going to pull this closer so you can see it. Look at that grass pull up. If you put glue on that baking paper, you can make grass tough faster than you can believe. And you can use different sizes grass on your FlockBox. Now, there's another amazing thing about this unit. It responds extremely well at low voltages. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and power this with a 9-volt DC battery. Watch the way it pulls. It doesn't pull quite as well as the 12-volt input, but a lot of people really enjoy using it with a 9-volt battery because it makes it so portable and so convenient. They don't have any wires around, they just have the battery plugged in. I'll show you in a second what I'm using here, and you might be quite amazed. This is how you wire this generator up. I've got this on a test board, which, as a matter of fact, is a fantastic static grass applicator. It is the most basic static grass applicator that you can make. But in any case, we have the generator, we have the input side, which is a black and red wire. On the output side, we have the green, which goes to your substrate, and the black that goes to your dispenser. In this case, we use a vegetable strainer or a tea strainer, and that hooks to the output, to the static grass applicator there. Now, powering this is easy. You can power it from wall wart, everything else. A lot of people love to use a battery. 9-volt DC battery. Just take that battery and plug it in. Here is a switch, just a discarded switch I pulled out of something. This was the first thing I made way back when I was testing, and as a matter of fact, it's my favorite. Now I'll show you some other things you can make with it. This is an assembled kit. Well, you can actually buy it fully assembled, but you can buy a kit to make an applicator that looks like this. It's essentially this put inside a box, switch, input, output. And then as we grow into making static grass applicators, we put together one in a laser cut box. This one has the same input, output, but it also has the ability to hook directly to the wall wart without having to have banana clips, which would go into these places here. This is a great piece of equipment. But again, this is your starting point if you wish. That pretty much covers everything about this anion generator. Let me close by showing you a comment by one of our customers. Look what this man said.